18, the new green sustainable economy. My name is Omar Zichiko. My colleague Olha Zucic is with me, and we are about to start one of the grand unveilings, what's happening in the green economy section of Spain, and what to expect and how can we make it. Olha, what's our today's topic?
Today we will speak. First of all, we are delighted to be here. Thank you very much for this opportunity. To our colleagues, partners from the Ministry of Environment, to our foundation that supported us, and all the guys that we brought with you. I heard we have the biggest delegation around here, Ukrainian team, actually. So we are very thankful to Ukraine and Moldova and to the Ukraine and Moldova American Enterprise Foundation. Sorry. For my glory in my country. And thank you that you are here with us. Let's start. Today we'll speak about our passion, our love. We love doing entrepreneurship, we love doing startups, and we love to make a difference.
Yeah, thank you. Hello, can you hear me? This is my okay, so this is about a really important piece of our journey, and in this journey we spent some 15 years getting prepared. Why it's important? Well, first I want to say thank you to many teams that were working on that. Thank you to the Greencubator team. Thank you, Lera. Thank you, Ola. Thank you, Sasha. Thank you, Oksana. Thank you, everyone at home. But it's really important to say, hey, the team of the ministry, you're awesome. Svetlana Sushko is speaking on the phone, but you should know you're awesome. Victoria Kieva is also one of the greatest people advancing climate science and climate innovations. And dear Ira Ozimo, if you're listening to us, hey, we are sending you our hearts because you are making this connection possible. Why? We are at the conference. Why we are talking about startups? Well, because they solve problems, and some of the problems are really large.
Because you forgot my introduction, and we also should very much thank you for her. Rita, are you here with us? So, Rita is the person thanks to whom we are here, let's say so.
Yes, thanks for that call earlier this year and say, hey, let's do the innovation panel. So we are starting the innovation panel, and probably we can see and discuss why the innovations are important, and then we're going to jump into actually the presentation of the startups. Yeah, first features. Before we start, I will tell you, if they're not yet here, message your friends. Say, hey, come to Ukrainian Million. We are here to talk about people who are brave, dynamic, active, and innovative enough to solve the climate crisis, because they are not working in the brown economy. They are already working in the economy. So now you're gonna experience several of the Ukrainian teams. Several Ukrainian teams that are working fixing climate crisis across many industries, from packaging, from construction. Okay, from construction to corporate energy management, across from agri production to other different solutions. So, Ola, are you ready to announce who will be speaking first?
We are ready to introduce our 8 incredible companies who came with us. Guys, we are waiting for your response.
Почути Олу.
Yeah, my name is Julia. I'm CEO and co-founder of Tesla. So yeah, let's start from the beginning. My name is Julia. I'm CEO and co-founder of Tesla. This is polystyrene or styrofoam or foam plastic. Doesn't matter how you call it, it's all bad. Every single unit that was ever produced out of polystyrene still remains somewhere in the landfills. And even worse, it pollutes soils, oceans, and even our bodies. But there are actually good news. The world is changing. In just a couple of years, all the packaging has to be recyclable or reusable. This means that we need to eliminate 15 billion kilograms of polystyrene produced in the packaging industry every year. SMEs and corporations are already under the pressure of the EU regulations, new product transitions, and customer choice, where eco-friendly packaging is a must. And that's why we created Tesla and introduced a truly green packaging solution that consists of only two plant-based components. One is agricultural waste. The other one is mycelium. Mycelium is a method of mushroom roots, and we use biopower to create a strong and materials. Once those two components are mixed together, mycelium starts to create nets, almost like a spider, and binds all the particles together. As that packaging is durable, waterproof, and thermally stable at the same level as polystyrene. But the best part is that after the usage, you can throw it anywhere and it will fully decompose in just 30 days. So it is a natural replacement of polystyrene that can be applied in several industries, like cosmetic for beauty and self-care, lots electronics and devices, packaging for fashion and decor, and even thermally stable boxes for food and pharmaceutics. So our customers can finally say goodbye to polystyrene and embrace the power of a truly green packaging solution. And our customers, speaking of customers, we do already have small and medium businesses who work with us on a monthly recurring basis. And we have three pilots with such big corporations as Dora, JTI, and Nespresso. And we help our customers to benefit not only from the packaging, but other additional advantages, like achieving the compliance with regulations, achieving economical advantages as it's not less cost for the waste elimination, and so on. But yeah, to produce this material, we have created our own innovative packaging technology that enables us to produce at the industrial scale. Education doesn't end there. To have even more exposure and scalability, we have unlocked scalability with a simple solution where we optimize production line to fit into the vertical containers that we serve as the mini factories, and then will be deployed at the customer's premises and we serve as the mini factories. So that's where packaging will be produced. So this way we can go global by creating a decentralized network of the mini factories around the world. And those logos that you see on the slide, these are already early adopters who are willing not to only use our packaging solution, but utilize technology and produce packaging in their premises, as we see several benefits. So let's talk money. As I said, climate business, it has to be business. So we see that there are two streams of revenue. One from producing packaging at our own facilities that will bring us up to 25 million of annual revenue. And the second business model is monthly service fees from licensing the technology in those manufacturers around the world. So in total, by 2030, we aim to get to 100 million euros of annual revenue. And our approach to driving climate innovation is that it all works together. So we actually create a natural material, then we develop our own technology and innovate it there to enable scalability. And this also enables other innovators to work further in the innovations and to develop the technology and to make a better industry. And overall, this is our goal to get to the climate, to get to the net zero climate. The worldwide packaging market is worth 1 billion euros per year, and by providing biodegradable polystyrene, we aim to capture 5 billion euros of market share. Just imagine the impact. Every time you buy your favorite cosmetics or new TV set that is packed into S-like material, you reduce significantly CO2 emissions, save loads of water, and at the end, 30% of worldwide landfills will be free from polystyrene. And again, let's talk about the money. So far, we've been able to raise around 1 million euros from public and private finances, including Greencubator, who supported us with the green vouchers. And then we also have VCs and business angels in our investors list. And at the moment, we are raising our seed round, at least 2.5 million. And if you want to build the future of the packaging industry with us, so come and talk to me after the presentation. And our core team consists of 11 people. We are two co-founders. I have a master's degree in biotechnology, but my background is heavily in leadership, project management, process management, and Eugene is our technical co-founder, who is the one who actually created our technology and came up with a solution that makes cereal and agricultural waste. And of course, we are experts in hardware engineering, business development, communications, PR, and we do not want to do anything else. But this, mature the packaging industry. Thank you very much.
Далі одразу наступна презентація, так?
У нас прям все буде.
Ну, тримаємо демонстрацію, я тут нічого не
Так,
кажу. ми все збили, щоб не треба було тут стояти.
Okay. Are there any questions in the audience? Because I have one, but I would wait. I would ask a question about your fundraising journey. What are the biggest tasks you see, not just for companies like Greencubator, so just for Tesla, but maybe for other things? What are the main pitfalls companies should take into account when they are raising funds for environment-friendly technologies?
When you asked how was our fundraising journey, I want to say my first question is we were fundraising in 2023, so it was probably the worst time to raise in any industry, not taking into consideration climate. And my comment is that climate startups, they compete not only with other climate green technologies, but with the whole startup ecosystem in all industries. So of course, even though we're doing great things, sustainable business model, but we see returns to the investors. And this is an important thing to show returns to the investors. And basically, it's society that, yeah, you're doing great things, you're doing ecological green innovations, but at the same time, it can bring money. Maybe those investors have to be more patient because we need more time to develop the technology to innovate. But still, we have to think about money upfront, and our solution was to start selling as early as possible to get early adopters as early as we can. So yes, going from our first customers to Korea, and we did the pilot program where we showcased the packaging solution that it is sustainable, and then the investors were actually following after that, it could be something that would be used by the customers.
Thank you. Thank you again. Thank you, Julia. Well, so the packaging is a big problem, and this is the team which is brave to tackle the big problems. And now we are heading to another really important part of the business, farming. As you know, Ukraine, one of the major grain hubs and food production hubs of Europe. Some parts of it were ravaged by the war. A lot of grain stolen and proudly showcased by Russia on the pavilion over the corner. But Ukraine remains committed to feeding the large part of the world, and we are really happy. Today we have two companies that are making the agri production greener, cleaner, less carbon intensive, and sustainable. So I'm privileged to invite to the stage another company coming from Greencubator's program supported by EBRD and other players. Please welcome Olga Maximenko of eFarm Pro. Welcome, Olga.
Thank you, Michael. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, my dear friends. Hello, my maybe future partners, and just a beautiful people here. Thank you for your time, for you. Uh, uh-huh, mhm. Thanks you to come here to visit our country, to visit Ukraine. Nice to meet you. I will represent one of some special company because our company have two different locations. One of them is Sumy City. It's 37 kilometers near of there our North partners. You know, because of war, we are really so strong, have strong people, and also have a good and professional creatives technologies. Another location is Kiev. My company, it's about field assistant for the farmer, eFarm Pro, and we we can you help me please? Thank you. We have some technical issues. I'm so sorry. So, eFarm Pro is an intelligent precision farming tool for farmers and a competitive solution for agriculture. Our company is device and software for precision farmer with using satellite data. eFarm Pro helps reducing expenses up to 20%. It preciously distributes fertilizer on the soil surface, reduce our consumption of fuel and PPA. This device makes accurate measure samplings. I'm so sorry because a little bit nervous because of my city is so close to this, and I first time in the good atmosphere, and a little bit emotion of this. I'm so sorry, but the device makes accurate and records of files and cultivated areas. As a result, minimum of losses and increase of yields. Uh, IoT computers for monitoring liquid fertilizers application. Manufacture of electronic components for the IoT computer for monitoring liquid fertilizer application. Our technology help farmers to practice precision agriculture and save costs. Since 2016, eFarm Pro customers have reduced CO2 emissions by more than 1.5 million tons. So we have just maybe for fun some good case. The early farmer in our country, he's 17. The most older, he is 86. And our product can make all technologies, all knowledges for different people, different years, for all over the world. And also, we want to make some courses because of be- uh, it's okay because of I and my director and owner of the company. We study a lot of how make a business, how make a business in European level, another level, and it's like super product. So that's why we want to make a good course for every people from all over the world get for you these knowledges and get for you also these products. And we will be great if we make partnership, if we make collaboration. Uh, also, this one of our product is the mining tractor. It's machine of the future to my mind because of uh, when it's war, all our companies, all our businesses really grow up in a very high level. Digital technologies also, everything. And different countries come to Ukraine to take these knowledges, to take these products, to collaborate with us. We are with great pleasure want to collaborate with you. So welcome to Ukraine. We will nice to meet you and thank you for attention. And thanks for our soldiers be here and our partners Greencubator. So Героям слава! Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
Thank you.
So guys, I would love to invite to the stage our next incredible company, which works in the green transition field, EcoFactor, EV charging technology solution for Ukrainian and international markets. Region, the stage is yours.
I think we still have a previous speaker. Yeah. Thank you everyone to coming to our panel today. Today I'll tell you about our company EcoFactor, which has quite similar story with some companies from Silicon Valley. Our company started in garage from 2015, but then we produced our first chargers, and now we currently work with Amazon and other European customers. Some key metrics about our company. Currently we have 170,000 active users, more than 500 charging point operators connected to our platform, and 3,000 chargers directly connected to our platform. Also, we produce for this year 18,000 chargers, and I would to mention that we have some certifications and also some experience to work with European grants and EBRD. Thank you, Greencubator, for giving us a few years ago 15,000 euros, which also boost our company. This is some of our products, DC charging stations, which we currently produce in Odessa, Ukraine, and I also will show you about our SaaS platform. Our model based on that we have our own solution technology and we export technologies to other companies in European Union. Our main goal now to build export of Ukrainian technologies to other world. Currently, we're facing some challenges with energy, infrastructure, and other challenges in Ukraine. And we have currently solutions where we install battery storages, solar panels, and build independent energy hubs in Ukraine. And also, for when we build the hub, we use the SaaS platform to manage infrastructure. This platform help charge point operators starting from one charger to manage their chargers. And the next slide will show you the app, our mobile app, help EV drivers to find the charging stations and travel across Europe. Currently, my main point now that Ukraine, it's not wheat basket, it's technology basket. And I would like you to introduce to Ukrainian startups and buy technologies from Ukraine. Thank you, and look forward for your questions and inquiries.
Okay, I see there was a question in the audience. Am I right? Was it Rita? Okay, I'll be really. Yes.
Well, since you mentioned that you already been working with the European clients, I just was wondering what are the network of European clients? Сама с собой говорю? I talk to myself? No, since you already mentioned that you have the European network of clients, I was wondering what is the client base in Europe?
4 years ago, we started our work with Amazon in Czech Republic, where the inquiry was to build infrastructure for delivery cars and for staff cars. And that was one of our first cases. But currently we work in Moldova. We are the second largest network in Moldova and the second largest EV charging network in Uzbekistan. We have presence in United Kingdom, where we opened offices here. And currently our second office works in Czech Republic and the third one in Katowice, Poland. Thank you.
Thank you, Rodion, and that's really great that the innovations for climate and sustainable mobility made in Ukraine are expanding to the new horizons and new countries. And next, we are back to the topic of green farming, precision farming, and I'm honored to invite to the stage another great company in sustainable farming, Front. One of our grantees, Darina, Darina, the stage is yours.
Hi everyone, my name is Darina and I am representing the Ukrainian company FRIEND, the Precision Agriculture Center. FRIEND has been working in the market for over 11 years, promoting the idea of the digital agriculture revolution in Ukraine. Our goal is to move towards sustainable farming using innovative technologies. And we develop solutions that help automate business process and implement precision farming. We own the first private weather radar in Ukraine for collecting agroclimatic data. Our goal is to create a network of 7 weather radars that will cover the entire territory of Ukraine. This data will allow farmers to choose the best hybrids, calculate seeding and fertilizer rates, which will help increase yields and reduce an environmental impact. Additionally, we have created the Flay Ag Data Startup, an innovative IoT platform for collecting and analyzing agronomic and machine data, which helps farmers make optimal decisions. Flay Ag Data help use resources efficiently, improve crop quality, and reduce environmental impact. This is a project in the field of Internet of Things in precision agriculture. It helps farmers digitalize and visualize all processes in managing a farming business. Our solution organizes and simplifies farm management and creates an efficient system for growing crops. It reduces the negative impact of farming system on the environment and helps solve the global problem of food security. This platform has digitized more than 100,000 hectares and about 400 farms use it. The platform helps reduce water use by 21%, herbicides use by 13%, and increase grain yields by 6%, making resource use more efficient in Ukraine and worldwide. In 2022, as part of the Climate Innovation Vouchers projects implemented by the public organizations Greencubator, we received 3 ISO quality standards. So, we have partnership with international organizations such USAID, NASA Harvest, UNDP, and others. Our one project allows farmers to implement modern technologies with minimal costs, while another project focuses on restoring degraded lands. We believe that precision farming is the key to a sustainable and productive future for the agricultural sector. We hope for truthful cooperation. So that's all. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Darina. Thank you. So we are moving on, and I would love to invite the next company that solves so crucial problem for us. It works in the energy solution, in energy effective, in energy, in energy consumption monitoring. Alexander Advancins, thank you very much for being with us, because Alexander has come only today in the morning at 6 a.m. From the Rebuild conference. Thank you, Alexander. The floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. First of all, thanks for this opportunity to be here, for organizers, for Greencubator and partners. My name is Alexander Zmechnovsky. I am co-owner and managing partner of company Advances. So our philosophy is sustainable engineering of the future is one of the main solutions for the climate problem solving. Advances is an engineering group of companies for creation of sustainable real estate. Our ambition is to provide complex engineering and energy efficiency solutions and products for real estate. We have three main divisions of our company, which create a sustainable ecosystem of our company, and as we think, sustainable infrastructure of real estate is engineering, energy, and digital. So what is the engineering means? We provide complex and balanced engineering infrastructure for commercial property. We provide energy solutions for industrial and commercial property, and provide integrated digital solutions to decrease energy consumption and to make efficiency. How we provide our complex solutions? So we start from sustainable concept. We provide energy modeling. After this, we provide complex designs, further controlled construction, and efficient exploitation. And we have our own product for efficient exploitation. Our solution advisor, the panel management panel, as advisors panel. This is solution to this is for centralized management of many facilities from one center to decrease energy consumption every facility and complex of network. This is plug-and-play solution, wireless, cloud, and so on. So what's the problem we solve? The main three problems: high energy consumption of facilities, high owning costs, and negative global warming impacts. This is all parts of low exploitation efficiency of real estate. How our solution works? We have easy configuration with low-cost software, easy connection with using equipment of leading manufacturers of automation, and as a result, we have possibility to fast scale up network infrastructure. And we have two variants of the decrease in energy consumption. The first one is base energy management solution. It leads to decrease in till 15% of energy consumption and consists of energy metering planning, comfort metering planning, and energy and comfort control. And we have advanced energy management parts, which consist of smart analytic, energy process automation, engineering infrastructure demonstration. So why we can do this? We have three strengths. Main strengths via expertise, because we have the best experts of development of analytic methodology in Ukraine. We connected to us the main professors of this branch of KPI University, and we have in our team very expertise experts which give us this opportunity. And experience, we have more than 300 finished projects and implementation for facilities. And practice, we implemented the biggest solution, biggest system for energy management for the biggest retail project. Who wins this from our product? We have a 360 approach. Owner wins, financial wins, technical and sustainability wins too. So what schedule time we are? We already finished main functionality, and we take break even. We have active clients, owners, clients for our product, and now we are development of AI functionality for analytics. We are on the way of entering European and global market, and we have a great ambition for global markets. And that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Alexander. Thank you. And what are the new? Are there any new countries you expanded and we haven't heard of? Yes, thank you for this question. You've already presented on in Poland, and we have several projects in Kazakhstan. So our main bridge is to go now to European market from Poland, and Asian market in our goals too. I wish you all the successes with that, and hope you'll be able to bring more partnerships and opportunities to your company. Thank you. Okay, so that was advances, and now we are going to one of our online speakers. Well, you probably all drinking water here, right? And you have nice bottles with UN logo, UN COP logo. And honestly, when at my accommodation they started drinking Pepsi instead of water, I was upset. I craved for water. Water is important, especially pure water. So our next team is represented by another bright green mind who's taking care of your water. And unlike traditional water purification technology, the waste a lot less water. So it's my pleasure to introduce Andriy. Andriy, are you with us? Andriy is the CEO of Melt, the company which is purifying water by freezing it and then melting, and using way less energy and way less wastewater compared to traditional osmosis. Andriy, the floor is yours. Welcome. Please welcome Andriy. Andriy Isaki, I'm sorry. Can you hear me, guys?
I hope you do. So thank you, Roman, for everything. Thank you. You pretty much said everything. So my name is Andrew. It's an honor to be here with you today. I'm founder at Melt, where we about deep tech and hardware, pioneering sustainable water purification solutions with the world's first freeze-based technology. Well, today we will talk on how we can evolve current water purification solutions to increase sustainability impact? Well, we may think that we already know everything about water, but there are areas that we're a lot more to come up with. People have been using the same water purification technology we all know, there's a filtration and reverse osmosis, for over 50 years now. Imagine that. Even though they're helpful, but still have a lot to do with contributing to plastic and water waste. So, even when drinking filtered water, due to our client experience, a small family of 2 to 3 people wasting an equivalent of 600 plastic bottles yearly and spend $400 for maintaining filters. That's why around 70% of the customers are looking into more sustainable, affordable, and eco-friendly options. Well, just like renewables changing the energy sector, Melt is redefining water. After a long journey in scientific development, ups and downs, bottled water business, we are up on the right path. With our advanced Korea technology, there is no need in servers and filters. Reliable, pure, high-quality water source in any place with no need for constant service. Hot, cold, sparkling water, and ice in one smart device. Mobile application ecosystem that allows to track real-time water quality, consumption, device control, and more. So basically, how it all works, is it magic or something? No. In our technology, we manage harmoniously combine nature and innovation in one smart device. Dirty water comes from the tap, for example, enters the device where it gradually frozen, and in the process of ice formation, only clean water freezes, and dirty water goes into sewer. Well, we have developed a vast product line and a flexible business model starting from just $29 subscription and a single sale. So, meet Melt at home, in the gym, in the office, well, with our adaptive ambient light now perfectly fits any environment. So we are going to close around $50 million in revenue in the next by 2027, and this is where you can find our functionality comes into play. We combine all of these devices into a single beautiful crafted device. Our vision perfectly supports UN Sustainable Development Goals, and in today's world, you might agree with me, we either go green or start looking for another planet. This is why we are all gathered here today. So, of course, we do have some competition. Those are global players, Koei, Ecosoft Ukrainian, Ilkai, they all combines into filtration systems. So what they produce reverse osmosis. And here we are out there. We are not the cheapest one, of course. But in this time, it's not about, we have lower OPEX and higher CAPEX a little bit. So this is where we can play. This is some of our recent achievements. Media talks about us. We are top 100 US startups. We are top 7 food tech startups by Forbes. We all finalists of L'Oreal Startup Hub, received Social Impact Award, received grants from the European Bank, USAID, and a lot of respectful organizations. We're thankful for the support, and it's great to be here. And of course, we have a great team. Our team consists of 11 people in total here, remaining 4 C-level guys depicted with over 25 years of R&D in different sectors, and business and sales and design. This is what combines us all. So in terms of sustainability, I love to say that this is a great calculations. For each 1,000 Mel devices, we are saving 15,000 kilos of plastic and 25 million liters of water. So this is an amazing statistics that I'm sharing with you guys today. So of course, we're innovating beyond reverse osmosis. So why do we need to do this? High maintenance cost, environmental impact is crazy, non-recyclable filters, they're basically non-recyclable, high energy consumption, water waste. So if for 1 liter of filtered water, up to 5 gallons up to 5 liters of wastewater goes down to drain. It's crazy. In our system, we have 1 liter for into the drain for 1 liter of pure water. So these are just some of the needs, and basically this is why we created Melt. So our main pillars are sustainability, innovation, functionality, vast product line, design, water quality, technology, and pricing. Of course, we're talking about business here. So, of course, we received some certifications, water analysis. We do all have. I would love to share with you our data room. We have European standard certifications for product line, for water quality. We've done testing with the Kuwait Ministry for Water and Electricity. We worked with Kuwait companies and Qatar in terms of water desalination. Of course, we have some projects to finalize water and provided water for more than 2,000 children in rural areas and schools and orphanages in Ukraine. Where we came there, I was shocked. And I saw like $10,000 filtration systems where this line of head apart, and I was like, why do you need me here? I mean, you do have those filtration systems. Why do you need me here? Well, they've been working for a couple of months, and then we don't have time and money to service, to maintain, and this is why we contacted. We are right now working in Ukraine. We work with international organizations, with charitable foundations, to providing water to those who are in need. And this is our main business model for now. We're in a moment for developing our first mass market product, and sooner or later it's going to be there. So we are a combination of functionality, innovation, the first product line, exceptional design, advanced technology, and we are here to position ourselves as a leader in water purification market, and we are pioneering sustainable water purification right now. So let's impact our future together. That's it. I'm here for any questions. Here my direct mobile phone number, my email. Please feel free to contact me.
Thank you, Andriy. Thank you for a beautiful presentation. And are there any questions in the audience? Yes, sure.
Thank you, Andriy, for a wonderful presentation. I read that your startup has a goal to, like, by 2033, reach like 1 billion people with pure water. How is it going? Where do you stand now? How can we help you? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's an amazing question. Thank you so much. This perfectly actually with our vision. So where we are at right now. Around 10,000 clients drinking our water from devices we have sold as of now. And this is what I may say. This was a garage sale. Okay, this is something that we have created in basic, very not manufacturer line. It's not a mass market product. Right now, next year, we are going to have our first mass market product of 20,000 devices per month deployed, I hope, and then during the next couple of years, every month. So right now we are looking for partnerships with international organizations that are out there to provide systems for, as I said, hospitals, schools, orphanages, rural areas. Those can be, for example, in the beginning of war, full-scale invasion, we worked with Red Cross, where we provided more than, in Kyiv region only, for more than 22 areas. We've been providing water for first 4 months of full-scale invasion. Right now, we're in process for looking for partners to expand these opportunities throughout Ukraine, Africa, whenever it is. We have partners right now talking in Asia and Pacific region, which is also a huge concern out there for water. So if you have anything in mind how we can impact this world together in terms of delivering pure water for areas in need, just let me know. I'm open for any collaboration.
Andrew, thank you very much. I hope next COP. Do you hear me? Andrew?
Yeah.
Do you hear me? I hope next. Okay. I hope next COP we will be together in Brasilia, and you will join us offline. So thank you, Andrew. I am very happy to invite. So I'm very happy to invite the next incredible company that we are very happy and honored to contribute it to. When me with Roman visited their production facility in Kyiv, we said that, oh my God, the product is so beautiful, really. They do beauty, and this beauty is recycled and recyclable. So the Good Plastic Company and their material, 100% recycled plastic surface materials for sustainable architecture and design. For the good. William, Andrew, the floor is yours.
We need one more mic. Okay. Hello, colleagues. I'm honored to be here. My name is William. I'm CEO and founder of the Good Plastic Company, and together with me, my partner, Andrew Wright. So together, we would like to give you more information what we are doing and what is our impact. So we consider ourselves as already quite established company, as we have 82 people now. We have 2 factories, one of them in Ukraine, and our products literally in every continent. So we have already more than thousands projects all across the globe. What we do? We produce surface material made out of 100% recycled plastic. So architecture industry itself is responsible for huge CO2 emission. It's around 9%, which is comparable to many like other industries like aviation or production of fuel. So, and our idea was, what if we will use recycled plastic in architecture and design industry? In order to produce material, what we do actually, I bring one sample to show you. So this is 100% recycled refrigerators. So this is made from refrigerators. It's only refrigerators, nothing else. We are working with a large recycling factories across the Europe. We take plastic waste from them, and then using our machinery, we produce it, like press it and produce panels. This is our machinery, and indeed one of complexity of our business was that you cannot buy this equipment somewhere because it doesn't exist. So we spent first 2 years, now we're already 6 years old company, but first 2 years we spent just to develop machinery. Now we are patenting this machinery, and this machinery allowed to work with almost any type of plastic waste. Okay, it's okay. So also, like probably my main question, how to use our material and where it's applied. So as it is surfaces, it can be used in many cases. So that's why we have a lot of projects. We have projects as a furniture. We have projects as a wall cladding. We have projects as a flooring, as a facade, outdoor, and so on. So it's really a lot of applications, and all those applications allowed us to save enormous amount of plastic, but not only plastic, but also CO2 emission. And like before giving microphone to Andrew, and he will give more details, I just also want to talk a little bit about our clients. Yeah, like we are working mainly with quite a large company. So we have more than 50 companies who are our clients from Fortune 500. And with some of them, we really made large impact together. For example, with Nike, we've built more than 100 stores all over the world, which is quite significant volumes. Yes. But we also have projects in Ukraine, as in Ukraine we have our largest factory. Initially it was in Kyiv. When war starts, we relocated this factory to Chernivtsi, and it's fully operational. Yeah, we're like really proud to have Ukrainian project as well. Even in Kyiv, in Khreshchatyk, you can see one of our large projects with Philip Morris. It was 3 stores store. but at the same time, yeah, we have like many other projects in Ukraine. Yeah, and I will pass the microphone to my colleague.
Okay, so obviously we're at the UN Climate Conference, so we should talk about how sustainable our business and our material are. So we have worked very hard to obtain a whole raft of different international environmental and quality certifications. We have several ISO certifications, but probably the most important ones to highlight here would be the Environmental Product Declaration, which is a statement about how sustainable our business and our product are in general. And that embodies a life cycle assessment, which is a kind of audited calculation from start to finish of all of the material and energy inputs into our product and all of the emissions and waste generated along the way, which of course in our case is extremely minimal. And so that's what's known as a cradle to grave assessment, and that's done according to a standardized methodology. And then we also have, thanks to the climate, the green innovation voucher that we were received thanks to Greencubator, we've received the cradle to cradle bronze certification for Polygood. And so we're the only such product in our category that has achieved this certification. And so the result of that, once this screen updates, the result of that is that we do generate huge savings certainly in CO2 emissions, among other savings. So first of all, for every kilogram of material, we can save nearly 3.5 kilograms of CO2 that would be produced in manufacturing virgin plastic. And you can see some figures there about how all that starts to add up. I think these are even slightly out of date by now, and the figures are actually much bigger. But the other comparison that we would make is that we compete with a traditional surface material, a traditional material, and our material generates over 6 times fewer emissions compared to that material. So this really can have a huge impact, and it's a way to use large volumes of this plastic that we keep generating despite our best intentions. So thanks very much, and we'd be delighted to take any questions.
Thank you so much for a wonderful presentation. I'm so happy to see Ukrainian businesses developing so fast, not fast, but so successfully. Can you please share the biggest challenges when you were scaling up your project, because you're quite a big initiative so far, and probably can you share as well how did you start together and what was the main idea? How did you come up with the idea? And the third question, last one, is how exactly do you recycle this super complex hard materials to recycle? It's for example, fridges. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you a lot. Great questions. Let me start from the second, probably, how idea emerged. So at the time, 6 years ago, the same as now, was and still a lot of startups who trying to solve plastic waste issue. But at the same time, many of them producing some really small stuff. So for example, if you will produce sunglasses, a frame from recycled plastic, which is 30 grams, how many sunglasses you have to produce in order to really solve the problem of 400 millions of ton plastic waste annually? And our idea was to find really scalable solution. Our panel has a weight up to 100 kilograms. And when we build a store, office or restaurant, it can really utilize many tons. For example, recently we were specified in McDonald's to use our material as a tabletops for global concept. And we already built about 10 new McDonald's in Europe where all tabletops were made from our material. Actually, moreover, previous climate conference in Dubai a year ago, for all tables, our material was used, this one. So from this, exactly from this pattern, previous conference were used. So that's why the idea was to make something scalable, something where we really can produce something big and to create impact. It's the first one. Second question was about complexity of plastic recycling. Indeed, polystyrene, which we use as a main type of main source of material, one of the most difficult to recycle. So it's true. It's really hard to recycle this product. So we invented technology, and we have quite large and talented Ukrainian team. So it's our Ukrainian team developed this technology, and we are patenting this technology. So it's hard, but it's doable, and as you see, it's possible to scale up this technology. And finally, about challenges, I would say that still one of the main challenges we face is adoption of new technology. So on the one hand, a lot of people, designers, architects, they are amazed about our product. It looks good. We have more than 100 patterns. So some neutral, some very bright. It really looks great. But at the same time, as bigger project, as more people risk averse. So it's hard to change to something new. So younger generation, of course, willing to use our product more and more. But what we see, especially in highly regulated markets, from this year we are starting our operations in the United States, and now we're working with really huge architectural firms in the United States. But it's really difficult to go to some new market because they're very regulated. And if you build something, it's not enough to have sustainability effect. You also should meet a lot of requirements, a lot of certification, a lot of norms. So this is hard, and it really takes a lot of time and resources. Thank you.
My question is about the raw material source. So do you import it, or you also get it from waste processing facilities in Ukraine or elsewhere? So, and do you need different fractions of plastic, or need separate ones for the product you are doing?
Yeah, thank you. That's a good question. So we source our raw material from various large-scale recycling plants around Europe. Obviously, the goal is to reduce as much as possible the product miles that go into the raw material and the finished product. But we need a high quality and consistent supply of certain types of material. So we work with one type of plastic, it's polystyrene, and that means that the product is recyclable again at the end of its useful life. And so the reason why we're using different suppliers is to get different colors, basically, who have stable supplies of these different colors, because we do not, so far, we've not done any additional processing or recoloring of the material. So we can work with brands and try to get close to their sort of corporate color scheme, their branding, but we can't guarantee that we can exactly match it, because we want to minimize the reprocessing that we're doing of the material. So from one supplier will be sourcing the recycled casings from refrigerators and washing machines. Another one, it may be black plastic that's being used for electronics casings, so the backs of TV sets and boxes around amplifiers and things like that. And then the patterns that we create out of that are basically just by combining different proportions of these different colors and using different techniques to
the geography where we should use plastic waste. Indeed, we would be happy to take as much as possible from Ukraine. Unfortunately, the recycling industry is not too developed in Ukraine, and also war doesn't help in it either. So we have few suppliers from Ukraine, quite small, frankly speaking. Majority of suppliers go from Netherlands. We have second factory in the Netherlands, from Germany, from Poland, from France. But yes, indeed, as soon as we see something what we can take from Ukraine, with pleasure, we are trying to take it, also because of CO2 footprint and shorter our distance to deliver to the factory is better. So that's why definitely we would love to. And some of suppliers are still Ukraine.
And as we expand internationally, we'll be looking to establish our own manufacturing facility in the United States in the next year or two. And of course, that will entail building up a whole new supply chain of United States-based raw material providers. Yeah. Thank you.
I will add that last year and before the last year, panel at COP was made. Ukrainian pavilion, yes, at the COP was made out of polygood material. Thank you, guys.
Well, thank you, the good plastic. You are another gem in the crown of green innovators that launched in Ukraine. And now we are wrapping up the pitches part and going to the thinking together. Hello? Yeah, no, I wasn't saying that we are wrapping up. I was going to say that the last but not least is the representative of the company we saw being born. That's another company in the sustainable mobility field. And actually for me, that was quite a surprise. And I'm really happy to meet you, Suleiman, who made this surprise. Suleiman is the representative in Azerbaijan, the amazing company which is Lviv-based, named Go2U, the operating system for charging infrastructure. Suleiman, that was such a great news that the company we love is expanding. Happy to meet you, and the floor is yours. Okay, so just a little bit story. I met the founders of the company which is currently Go2U in 2014. They were, at that moment, they were selling electrical vehicles. But then they went to the program we are running called Climate Launchpad. And for some family reasons, they weren't able to attend the national final in person. So they were at the family reunion in Carpathian Mountains. And they said, okay, can we pitch online? Like Andrei was pitching, but that was pre-COVID, was not so popular at the moment. I said, okay, yes, do pitch online. And yes, they did the pitch. But to get 3G signal, they had to climb the tree, and they were pitching from the tree house, so they are able to get the proper signal. Well, they still rocked the pitch, and in a month and a half, they also rocked the stage of the Climate Launchpad Global Final. And that's how the journey of the company called Go2U started. They came to us several times to get the voucher, were rejected twice. On the third time, they did the model application and won the voucher. And just a year after, they landed the investment from the company you might recognize. It's called ABB Technology Ventures. So another and one of the important players operating from California to Indonesia. So, Suleiman, I'm done talking. The floor is yours, finally.
Thank you, Roman. It's such a pleasure to meet you here. And I want to introduce you at Go2U. It's an AI-powered platform for EV charging management and operations. Okay. So, our platform, our solution is a response to one of the biggest problems on the market. Today, we have a problem such as 1 in 5 sessions of EV charging fails. So the EV charging infrastructure at all is unpredictable and unreliable. So we have built the solution to solve this problem and to completely transform the EV charging market. Okay. GoToYou is the biggest AI-powered platform with AI dynamic reservation technology, which give us chance to reserve stations in advance. So such range anxiety will not be a problem for you more. Well, also, GoToYou helps to monitor and predict, optimize the whole process. Our technology enables 5 times more utilization of the EV charging locations. So let me show you a small video and introduce a yeah. Can I ask you to play this video? So, okay, GoToYou delivers a seamless EV charging experience with comfort, confidence, and simplicity. With our mobile application, drivers can easily find the closest charging spot and navigate trip according to their needs and preferences. Book EV charging station in advance, plus also you are able to pay for services on the spot from our app, and also you can book services such as table or maybe a hotel room. All of this you can do in the one mobile app. With GoToYou, you got instant visibility to EV drivers community and unlock the revenue marketing tools. GoToYou is a highly scalable hardware agnostic platform. We are integrated with the major manufacturers of the world. There are over 50 manufacturers, and our software can run out on the top of all their charging stations. So on the slide you can see some of these manufacturers, and also we use this case in Azerbaijan. We have a charging spot in Baku where we also use partly Ukrainian charging stations that was developed in Ukraine. Unfortunately, due to war, we have big problems with logistics because we transport them from Zaporizhia. It's very hard and very dangerous, but one of our philosophy is to work with Ukrainian developers too. So, we hope that our partnership will be more easily in future, and we hope to war will be end soon, and we will have more chances to work with Ukrainian manufacturers also. Also, you are all invited. You can see address in Baku where you can look on our charging stations. You can try them. Also, we have some EV on our locations, so you can test them. You're welcome. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Suleiman. And before you refocus, so Baku is a hub here. Are you planning to expand to some other countries, neighboring countries?
Yes, with our platform, we are going to firstly in our neighbor countries such as Georgia and Turkey. Uh, as we told before, GoToYou is presented in 66 countries now, and 67th country is Azerbaijan. And we are planning to grow, and we are planning to move in countries where we are when we are absent. So we will be in our countries, our neighbor countries, and more and more and more. So we are planning to grow in this. Uh,
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so these are the stories of the companies, but you remember that the real change is achieved when we have scaling, and that's why we decided to continue the conversation about the tasks and challenges. Because let's be honest, we are in the largest climate event on the planet, and yes, we are interested to think how we can help green innovators succeed. That was actually the idea how Greencubator was created. So I would kindly ask my dear colleague Oля to introduce our panelists, and let's start thinking together how we can help people grow the green innovations.
Thank you, Roman. So, dear Yulia, Suleiman, I'm looking for you all. Everyone, yes? Not Sergey. Alexander. I'm sorry, I have to. William. And I would love also to introduce Roman, our guest, yes, from you, our special guest, Olga Ratan. Dear Olga, we are very happy to having you here with us. Olga is the operation leader for Green Climate Innovation Program in UNIDO. And we are very happy to work with them and to implement this program, the second phase in Ukraine. Olga, thank you very much.
Okay, so our key idea in setting up this panel was to discuss the key challenges, the key tasks we can help overcome in driving the climate-friendly businesses, in creating the generation of climate-friendly companies. So, Olga, thank you very much for joining us, and thank you to everybody for sharing your thoughts. We actually have the three ideas to discuss during this panel. Well, first would be about scaling up. And I probably would pass the microphone asking the question, okay, how can Ukrainian companies scale up better? What they need to scale up better to global market, to become more recognized, to become present in new markets, to take the largest share of the global green GDP. I will, since we have just one microphone, I will be passing the microphone by, and Andriy, I would be asking you to be the closing speaker, okay? If you don't mind. Good. So I'll ask you to be brief. Yulia, would you start? How do we scale better and globally?
Hi everyone again. I think we already started as Ukrainian green innovations, green startups already started to scale. So the war actually forced us to start scaling and going towards new markets, international markets. So we started our company late 2021. And of course, we started with the Ukrainian market, and it was so convenient to be at the Ukrainian market. We got lots of attention from media, from businesses. But then when the war started, we quickly realized that it's not sustainable anymore to rely only on the Ukrainian business market. And as I said, we were forced to go towards EU markets and so on. And at the same time, I think Ukrainian startups, including green innovations, finally received the attention and recognition that we always, that we deserved always. But then finally, because of this terrific cause, we got this attention, and Ukrainian startups are now represented in every
startup conference. Delegations go to every conference and showcase the solutions. And I think this was like the first huge step for everyone in the startup ecosystem to become visible and to raise awareness about what we do. And that's our bridge, and that's up to us then to actually use those opportunities and to get acquainted with the customers, search for potential investors, and open new offices, new markets, new locations. So I think for the beginning, I will then pass to others to give their input.
Yeah, so being practical, I think like we as a company quite successful in terms of scale up. We have our in-house team in 9 countries. We also have our representatives in another 10 countries. And as a lessons learned, what we realized during our scale up, I think it's really important to hire local teams, because hiring local teams, you're also acquiring their network and local knowledge. As an example, like from this year, we are scaling up our business in North America, which probably the most complicated market, but at the same time, the largest market. And first step, what we did, we hired a person in New York with a huge industry background. So she were like 40 years in the market. And she's like, she knows literally everyone in the architects and design industry. And she become our like super connector. So she knows everyone, and it dramatically helped to our growth and our scale up. So that's why my advice here with the scale, don't try to do everything by yourself, much better. Of course, it can be expensive, it can be complicated, but it still would help you a lot if you will work with the local people and yeah, acquire local knowledge and network. Thank you.
Okay, as for our experience, we started with looking for partners. We found great partners in Poland and in Kazakhstan, and after this we made a representative of our offices with this region. I think the good partners is the first step, which can give possibility, opportunity to scale up very fast without investing. But of course, investing for scale up is the next step, which can give possibility to huge growth.
Thank you. I think our model based on partnerships, and currently we expanding based on launching local productions in a few countries. I can announce that we will launch production next year in the United Kingdom, Czech Republic, Poland, and Turkey. And the best part of scaling is partnerships. Find local partner, and you will scale with them.
Thank you very much. So firstly, congratulations to all the scaling plans and the great ventures for all the entrepreneurs here. And also congratulations to Greencubator for the amazing event. And actually, I would like to build up on what you said about the partnerships, because I indeed think it's crucial for scaling up. And this is also the view of the international development community that I'm representing. So we realized that there are several project preparatory facilities and financial support provided by different institutions. And recently, the international development community started working on more collaboration between each other and to organize the support in such a way that it really assists the startups along their scale-up journey. And I think it's also proven by the fact that the EBRD boss responsible for the climate vouchers just passed the baton to me because he needed to leave urgently for another meeting. So I think it exemplifies in practice the collaboration that we're trying to establish between each other. And actually the program that I'm managing at UNIDO, the United Nations Industrial Development Organization, will provide further support to several entrepreneurs, including those graduating for the Climate Vouchers program. So we aim to provide advanced acceleration and post-acceleration support to these entrepreneurs and also others that develop innovative fintech solutions in Ukraine. And I think an important step also before approaching the commercial banks and investors is also to stimulate the demand for the innovative solutions. And this is also what the program that I manage, the Global Fintech Innovation Program, will be doing through its innovation challenges. So we will work with commercial companies and utilities across the world to define specific challenges that need to be solved and then call for solutions to these challenges. So it will be a more supply driven sourcing of the solutions. But I would like to underline the importance of collaboration and cooperation as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Olga. Thank you, guys. Andriy, I'm sorry.
He's still here.
He's right here. Okay, Andriy. Andriy Meltwater, the floor is yours. Scaling up. Your thoughts about it?
Sure, thank you so much. Well, to sum up all the great thoughts that my colleagues said, I believe that it will be short. Think global, start local. This is where you can work with global companies locally and expand global through these local companies. So this is where we are right now at Melt. And think global, start local is extremely important thought to expand for a startup, for a green startup, for any kind of enterprise. So we all have those connections locally in our local market where we started growing and through local companies to expand globally. So probably this could be national companies, this could be global companies on the national market. But yeah, once again, think global, start local. Simple as that.
Well, thank you to everybody for this first question, and then we're moving on to the next one. When the green innovators growing, what are the challenges you're facing in terms of market adoption, in terms of getting into new markets and working on them? Again, please be concise. Will you start?
I mean, where do I start? With all the challenges we have, first of all, we are building innovation, all of us, technologies, and it's not only innovation and new technologies, these are in the green or climate industries. So, of course, this is something absolutely new, and the climate green tech is not been around for that many years as something else. And I think lots of stereotypes around climate tech, lots of greenwashing. So, of course, all of this leads to we need to find those early adopters who actually are willing to start experimenting with us, prototyping with us, and work towards executing those technology altogether. So I would say I don't want to call this a challenge. It's an opportunity to work together with the companies, with the partners, in developing our technologies, in developing specifically green innovations. So this is like one of those things that, of course, it needs time to get used to something new. In our case, we are developing a new material that is much better than the existing solutions, but corporations are so used to using, and companies are so used to using polystyrene or whatever they use at the moment, that it takes time to implement, and we have to jump through so many hoops in order to get this to work in the corporation, because we go to so many departments and we have to align those departments. It is sustainability department, it is marketing department, procurement department at the end, operational department. So we as a startup, we have to align them inside of their company and to explain them why they should be using that and why they should go through all the pain with switching from something that they already use from their current solution to something new, even though it is much better. So I would say finding those early adopters. And the good news is that there are always such early adopters in big companies who are willing to innovate, who are working at the research and development of the company. And their job is to actually source new solutions, and we can work with them together. So I'm passing.
Yeah, I would like to mention a couple of things. So firstly, as an innovator, as people who want to change something to better, right? We have to disrupt the current market, like current approaches, and quite often we have to compete with the traditional materials, with the traditional companies, and quite often those companies are large, and our budget are not comparable with their budget, and this is really difficult because like they have huge possibilities to spend for marketing. They have huge possibilities to optimize the production volume. If they optimize production volume, then they can achieve low cost, which is more hardly achievable when you produce something in a smaller scale. So there are a lot of challenges where you have to compete as you're already large company while you are still small. So probably this is the first challenge. And second challenge about greenwashing, yeah, I would like to little bit elaborate on it. So sustainability, unfortunately, becoming quite a buzzword, and like everywhere you see sustainability, and some people already irritated from this word, unfortunately. It's not because it's bad, but it's a lot of greenwashing. Everything recyclable, everything green, and so on. So, and clients sometimes just like missed in all this like sustainability words and do not understand what is true, what is not true, whom they have to trust, and so on. And again, as large companies have more resources, they also have a lot of resources to try to like promote that they're sustainable while they are not. So in this case, it's really important to get third-party confirmation, some certification, some other like leaders of opinion, some laboratories and so on, which can really prove that you are sustainable company, you're a green company, sustainable, like circular and so on. So this is a challenge, but this is what we do in order to prove that in our product we do not have any greenwashing. Thank you.
I don't want to say about internal challenges. All of us know about them, but as for me, I think that this makes our more strong, and this is our strength. And there are external challenges which could become make us more scalable, and this is investment which can give us opportunity to become to have opportunity to grow faster. I think this is my main challenge. Not enough resources to become our global goals with low resources.
I will mention two challenges and how we resolve this. The main challenges now is exports. How we resolve this? We launch export of our technologies outside of Ukraine. So we sell not only products, we sell technologies how to produce these products outside of Ukraine. That's one solution. The second one is energy. Of course, as an infrastructure player, we feel the blackout and lack of electricity in Ukraine. The solution is to install battery storages, energy generations, and now we're working on this to launch new energy hubs in Ukraine with the 24/7 access to electricity. These hubs will provide charging for electric drivers, but also for people who don't have electricity due to transportation of this electricity to areas where they have problems. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I would like to refer to what the fellow speaker said about external factors that are also important to scale up. So I think we should realize that it's not only internal company characteristics that enable the scale up, but there is also a need for an appropriate ecosystem around the startup to provide conducive conditions for ventures. And this includes, for example, mixed investment that you mentioned, also policy and regulations. So I think they need to start changing to also benefit the new ventures and provide a level playing field for the new ideas to compete with incumbents that very often benefit from several policy benefits, such as tax exemptions or others. So I think it's also important to acknowledge that. And also referring to finance, I think it would also be important for the financial community to work together, since we all know that at the very early stages of startup development, there is a need for venture capital and angel investors and so on. But this kind of capital can accept a higher level of risk and potentially higher revenues. But at the later stages, the investors are not so keen to accept so much risk. So it's also important to align the presentation of the venture to the investors, to their criteria and expectations, and to understand that these expectations and criteria at the very beginning of the startup journey, so that at the later stage no significant changes are needed in the company operations or the product specifications and so on. Thank you very much.
And let's give the floor to Andrei. So, Andrei, when you are going to new market, what are the challenges you are facing?
Well, it's always the challenge of getting through people. As far as my fellow colleagues said regarding getting into large companies and telling them that you need to go green, or either you're out there for looking for another planet. You're either green or you're looking for another planet. So it's always a challenge to get through people. But what can I say? It's usually very important to find in your business model some points where you can barely freemium version of your product. So the easy entry point for large companies where you can expand and make your market bigger is usually some freemium moments. So this you have to find. It's like Roman. It's like we did with Melt introducing subscription model, right? So basically, it's not always something that people want to buy a device, a beautifully crafted device with various features, with new technology, innovation, sustainability, perfect. But then they look at the price and they said, okay, my dear friend, it's gonna cost my company $100,000. It's not it's a relatively big problem. But spending 100 G's right now on something that you said, it's great, but maybe let's do it a little later. This is when we come up and say, okay, no problem, use it for 2 weeks for free. And then you'll be charged $25 for one device monthly. And now this is your client, and then you can add a sale on top. You can always make another sale, right? So this is what I'm talking about. Entering new market, look for the possibilities in your business model to make some freemium, subscription-based, whatever.
Thank you. Okay, and we would be wrapping with the final question, this panel of the amazing entrepreneurs and green innovators, the investments. So there are investors and there are climate-focused investors. And many of you have already encountered them, working with them. So what is the role of climate-focused investors in paving the future for climate-friendly technologies? Maybe where to find them?
I mean, I would say that investors are playing a key role in the development of green innovations, normal or obviously, because they do have access to resources that we as startups might not have. And of course, I'm talking about funds, about money, but it's not only that, it doesn't end there. It is also network that investors might have access to, as they've been on the market for many years. Normally, they have a portfolio of other startups that also have their network. So basically, they provide with the resources, even with the space for production, with the opportunity to get into the new markets, with the context there. So I would say that again, it's a key role, and investors also have to understand that we are all together in this, and they do have to invest faster. So in order to achieve the goals that the European Union has in terms of climate by 2030, the investments have to double. So it's already been 400 billion euros per year, but it has to double in order to achieve the goals. So we are already kind of late. So this is the call to the investors that you have to be faster, analyze faster, and understand that the criteria that are that you are evaluating based on the climate startups not necessarily apply. So like there are some criteria that are developed for all the other industries, but in many cases, those criteria cannot apply as much to the climate tech because, again, we need more time, we need more resources, and it takes time to build the innovation. So it has to be a patient funding and patient money, I would say. So again, a key role, we are working together in this, and where to find investors. I would say this is very similar to any sales pipeline. At the beginning of this funnel, we have to have more and more investors. So just look for them anywhere you can. In our case, when we closed our first investment round, the pre-seed, that was 700,000 euros, we just tried to be everywhere where we could find our investors. And I've never done the cold outreach. I was always actually getting acquainted with them in person and talking to them as to people first and to understanding their values. And there were cases where we actually refused. People were getting term sheet from the investor, climate investor, but we refused to work with them further because it was not aligned with our goals and our vision. So be as close as possible to those investors, to those contacts. I think such events, of course, help a lot to be visible and to get across to those investors. But what I would like to end, that actually interesting point that our investors so far are not only investing into climate, they are more like generalistic investors. So this also shows that all the investors are looking into investing into climate, into sustainability. So yeah, maybe we are just maybe like 2-3 startups out of the whole 20-30 portfolio of the investor who are doing climate, but still everyone is looking to that. So there are much more opportunities that we can even imagine. Thank you.
Yeah. Definitely, like first of all, I support everything what was said by Yulia. Indeed, investment is critical for startup in general, but especially for startup in circular economy, just because you need like longer time to adopt the technology. I think what is important is to for startups, first of all, to build a business model which can generate profit. Unless it's NGO, so if it's not NGO, it should be really profitable because, like at the end of the day, investors invest in impact. It's very important, but they also look on numbers. So that's why business model should be quite robust and mature. And yes, with like in order to grow, in order to scale up, in order to increase the impact, as our goal to increase the impact, of course, we always need investment. Yeah, it's like constant process searching for investment. Thank you.
we have a good experience with cooperation of investments by outside of country. By the Liberty supports one of our projects, and I want to say a little about this cooperation. I'm very grateful for this support. But it took some time to show them that they don't may not to worry about cooperation with us. And after we started this cooperation, we started realization of project twice faster that it may be. So I want to say that investment financials in good hands, and all investments that will come here, we can show as example of our project. We do it very in good condition, fast, and the investments is in good hands. But and additionally, I want to say that making fast decisions about financials, our projects will cut time, and I want to ensure that Ukrainian companies, Ukrainian business, most of them know what to do with it to make businesses more bigger, more with fast growth. Thank you. I believe in connection between investor and the startup. And the most important thing is to find the right investor for the right investment. Now, for example, we have one project in Ukraine and Moldova where we find investor which has the same vision to invest Ukraine and Moldova, and it's the same product what we want, and it's really important. As an ecosystem of products, we can offer investors different opportunities, starting from infrastructure project to invest to our production. And also, I believe that it's also important not only find investors, also looking for partners who can help you to launch your company outside of your market and also to expand. For example, our model also propose potential investors, not only investors, partners, to launch their local productions with us and buy technologies from Ukraine. Thank you.
Thank you. I would like to raise quickly 3 points. So the first one is about the diffusion of meaning, what climate finance actually is. So currently, since the global challenges are so complex and interconnected, we cannot really separate the climate finance from biodiversity, pollution, circular economy, and so on. And I think the European Union has done a good job with the taxonomy of sustainable finance, where it also says that there is a do not do harm to other areas. So we also need to keep that in mind, because there are also trade-offs between climate and other areas. And secondly, I would like to also highlight that very often when talking about climate finance, we refer to climate change mitigation, while there is also the adaptation part that is often forgotten, but gaining on importance a lot. So there might also be some competition for funds between mitigation and adaptation projects in the future, in particular in emerging markets and developing economies. And also, as a third point, I wanted to say that the problem is often not the availability of finance, because theoretically there is a lot of finance circulating in the system. The problem is the quality of the proposed ideas and also quality of the ecosystems, so that this finance can actually be dispersed in practice. So this is something we need to work on collectively. Thank you.
Andrei, and traditionally you are closing this question circle.
Thank you. So, to conclude, I believe that we should look not only for the investors as individual or venture capitalists. These are also grants that most of our companies, with all of the companies that are here with us today, receive. So these vital stakeholders, they give and shape the investors and investor policies. They influence markets and bridge funding gaps, ensuring scalable solutions for a low carbon and eco future. So I believe that those investors in the startups, when they connect with and they start and kick off with the grant opportunities, and they then come to some institutional investor. This is like a step-by-step version of how we can actually help to shape the green economy in which we are building right now. Thank you.
Thank you, dear friends. Thank you for sharing your insights into scaling up, into getting investments, and into overcoming the challenges for green innovators. So that was the beautiful panel. And now I want to invite you to take your seats, and I want to ask my dear colleague Ola to invite her to join me on stage with a bit of, let's say, final remarks. Thank you, everybody. Okay, have a seat. Ola, from your perspective, what were your most insightful discoveries from this panel and the thoughts of this beautiful community of innovators?
Well, I would love to say that we should think not about challenges, but we should think about perspectives and opportunities from these challenges. I'm very happy to admit that our Ukraine became really a hub, an emerging hub for climate innovators. Unfortunately, our incentive for this was not the most positive one, but still we had the boost of it, and we are very proud that we can impact, we can contribute to these green innovation companies that are here today with us. Yes, thank you.
I would add several points and we would wrap up. Well, from my perspective, it's important that we remember that there is a big task of solving the climate crisis in the efficient ways. And one of the most efficient ways is entrepreneurship. So by empowering entrepreneurs that are working within the sustainable business model, we are not deepening the problem, but we are empowering the new generation of businesses that are creating the green GDP, that are creating the green wealth, both for the people, for the community, and for the planet. So empowering entrepreneurs should become the new point of focus for this COP, for other COPs, and we should be moving ahead thinking how we can do better, how we can better serve entrepreneurs, wealth creators, business builders that are serving the planet and that are serving the climate. And of course, innovations in financing, innovations in regulation, and innovation in how we shape the behavior of people is actually important in this thing. On this, I think we may conclude, and I want to thank again our amazing innovators who you just saw. I want to thank the great team that brought together such a wonderful Ukrainian pavilion at COP.
dear Ministry of Environment, dear RST team. We love you so much, and we want to thank you with all our heart, our great partner, which supported a number of Greencubator's initiatives, Ukraine, Moldova, and American Enterprise Fund, one of the most ambitious and passionate investor who is supporting the great solution. Thank you for your commitment, for your bravery, and for being persistent in making businesses greener, smarter, and more sustainable. With that, we wrap up, and I do hope, shall we meet here again, like on COP30? Shall we meet and continue this discussion? What do you think?
Sure, hope to see you next year at other continent. It's a little bit further, but we will see each other. Thank you very much for your attention and for having us here. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Oля, Lera, Sasha, Oля, and all the team back at home for making this event possible. Thank you all. Thank you.